So definitions this week, we're doing two that I have confessed to you feel to me like a little bit like we didn't really need these terms, but but that's true. That's often true in legal. There are like legal terms that I'm like, well, couldn't we just say the English version of that? I don't know why we need that Latin term. These feel a little bit like that to me, but still, you hear them more and more, so it makes sense to find them here. And so we're gonna do zero shot prompting and few shot prompting. Why don't you start by telling us what we mean by, or what others mean by zero shot prompting? I don't think I've ever used that actually, but
No, and I think this is all falling under the umbrella of the groan-worthy legal pun, res ipsa loquitur. We really did not really need words for this, but zero-shot prompting sounds cool, and so you could say it to your friends and have them think you know a lot about AI. Zero-shot prompting is essentially when you ask a large language model to perform a task, and you don't give it any examples of what you're hoping to get out of it. You just ask a question and rely on the natural language interface. And so the recommended best practice is to use this if you have a very straightforward task or you need to, for whatever reason, the model you're using has length limits for inputs. You might use zero shot prompting. So contrast that for us, Bridget, with few shot prompting.
so now that you understand zero shot prompting, you probably don't need to tell you that few shot prompting is when you include in your prompt a small number, a few examples to show the model how it is that you want it to perform the task that you're asking it to perform. And they serve kind of as demonstrations or context. And you use it when you want the model to behave in a certain way. You're, in fact, maybe looking for less creativity, but rather more contextual, precise feedback on a particular thing. People also say that this is useful, and I guess it is, for the kinds of questions that the model might struggle to interpret. So you don't have to waste as much time going back and forth with the model. You just give it a couple of examples, and then it will do exactly what you asked. I find myself like we already said this in our aha segment, but I love the creativity of the models, and so I'm much more likely to zero shot prompt than few shot prompt. But I think there are occasions where I few shot prompt, and I don't say that I few shot prompt, but now maybe I will. Now that I can just like it rolls off my tongue like that.
Yeah, that sounds really super easy to incorporate into everyday language.
Thank you for tuning in to 2030 Vision, AI and the Future of Law. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. Stay informed and inspired as we continue to explore the AI-driven future of the legal profession. We'll see you next time.